So in design and analysis of algorithms, we were discussing module 4. So in dynamic programming, we have discussed many algorithms like knapsack we have discussed, right? In the last class also we have discussed one lab program, right? Freud's algorithm we have discussed, and for that we have discussed lab program also, right? Today we'll discuss optimal binary search tree. This is also using the dynamic programming. A binary search tree is one of the most important data structures in computer science. You know that. So you have learned this binary tree and its uses also in data structure, right? And its principal application is to implement a dictionary. It's a major application, that is major application of binary search tree. It is for implementing the dictionary, which contains a set of elements, and we can perform the operations like searching, insertion, and deletion on that. If probabilities of the searching for the elements of the set are known, for example, if we have some elements, and probability of searching those elements are known priorly. Okay, if that is the case, for example, from accumulated data about past searches. So you are searching for something like, as you are a student, you'll be searching for textbooks, for example, VTU notes on 4SEM, for example, you'll be searching on that, right? So depending on your past search, the probabilities for each search is given. If probability for each search is given, then what you are searching most, that will be considered first. And when you try to type on the Google search, it will come up first. It will start listing the options for you, right? Same concept here also. So if you know the probability priorly, then optimal binary search tree is one in which the average number of comparison in a search is the smallest possible. So here, to get the particular element from the binary search tree, number of comparisons required is very less if we know the probability of searching for an element priorly. Okay, let us discuss with that. You'll come to know about it. So here, consider we have 4 keys A, B, C, and D, and its probabilities are known: 0.1, 0.2, 0.4, and 0.3. Probabilities of searching A, it is 0.1, searching B, it is 0.2, and searching C, it is 0.4, and searching D, it is 0.3. So here, if we want to construct the probability using, if you want to construct the binary search tree using this probability, so we can construct 14 possible binary search trees with these keys. Okay, so you can imagine the different orientation here. So here it is right skewed, right? In the first figure, A, B, C, D, it is right skewed. You can imagine the left skewed also, right? And you can see here A, B, C, D. This is one way of giving the binary search tree. So like this, we can create 14 possible binary search tree. 14 binary search trees we can create with the for the keys A, B, C, and D, right? Among those 14, here they have given 2 binary search tree. Okay, 2 binary search tree. So here it depicts the 2 out of 14 possible binary search tree containing these keys, that is these 4 keys. The average number of comparisons in a successful search in the first of these tree is, so consider the first one. So if we want to search for A, okay, if you want to search for A, that is in the first figure you consider. If you want to search for A, how many number of comparisons required here? 1 comparison. Okay, to search for B, how many number of comparison? 2 comparison. First we have to search for A, then go to the right, search for B. So 2 comparison. Okay, if it is not the key you are searching, then go with the C. If you want to search for C, then 3 number of comparison. First A, then B, then C. Then if you want to search for D, then 4 number of comparisons. So I hope you are getting. So with the probabilities given, 0.1 into 1 number of comparison, 0.2 into 2 number of comparison, 0.4 into 3 number of comparison, and 0.3 into 4 number of comparison. So this value will be equal to 2.9. Similarly, if we consider the second tree, for comparing to get the value B, we need only one comparison. Okay, to get the value A and C, or A or C, we need 2 number of comparison. First compare with B, then go to the left, compare with A. If you are searching for C, compare with B if it is greater. So it is usually, it will be in the order, right? Binary search tree means it will be in the order. The values will be in order. So here C is greater than B, so obviously it will be on the right of B, right? So here what happens while searching for C, we need 2 number of comparison. So first compare with B, then compare with C. Then if you are searching with for D, then it needs 3 number of comparison. So, and for the second tree, it is 0.1 into 2. Okay, 2 number of comparison for A. Okay, 2 number of comparison for A. For B, probability is 0.2, 0.2 into 1 number of comparison. For C, 0.4, 0.4 into 2 number of comparison. And for D, it is 0.3, 0.3 into 3 number of comparisons, which is equal to 2.1. So among these two, if I want to select, number of comparisons will be less for this, right? The average number of comparisons will be less for the second tree. So I'll consider this only, right? If I want to select among these two, then obviously I'll consider these two only. But I can create 14 possible binary trees, and after constructing 14 possible binary trees, I have to check for each and every binary tree for average number of comparisons. Then I have to select the one which is having minimum cost, minimum number of comparison, average number of comparison. Okay, so here instead of that, that is if the value of n is greater, then it is very difficult to calculate that value. That is those many number of binary search tree, it has creation means it will take a lot of time, right? For a tiny example, we could find the optimal tree by generating all 14 binary search trees with these keys, right? This is only 14. 14 is also more, but at least it is countable, right? It is countable. So we can create 14 binary search tree. You can imagine, then get the average number of key comparison for each binary search tree, then select the one with the lowest average number of comparisons, right? But if we have n number of keys, that value of n is more, then what happens? As a general algorithm, this exhaustive search approach is unrealistic. We cannot find all the possible binary search tree if the value of n is large. The total number of binary search trees with n number of keys is equal to the nth Catalan number, which grows to infinity as fast as 4 to the power of n divided by n to the power of 1.5. Okay. This nth Catalan number can be calculated using this formula. C of n is equal to 1 divided by n plus 1 into, for this you have to find out the combination 2n and n. Okay. Find the combination for n greater than 0, and C of 0 is equal to 1. Okay, C of 0 is equal to 1. That is when we have the value of 0. When we have the value of n is equal to 0, then this value will be equal to 1. Because 1 divided by 1, then if you apply the factorial formula here, 2n factorial for this I'm telling, it is 2n factorial divided by 2n minus n factorial into n factorial. So if we get the value 0 here, 0 factorial means it will be equal to 1, 1 into 1, 1 divided by 0 plus 1. So 1 into 1, it will be equal to 1. Okay. So if C value of n is equal to 0, then C of 0 is equal to 1. Okay. So this is how we can calculate the nth Catalan number. So this value grows very fast. So if the number of elements are more for the binary search tree, better not go for this exhaustive search approach. Then we can go for the dynamic programming approach. So binary search tree with root A, K and 2 optimal binary search subtrees T I to K minus 1. The values, the numbers given to the nodes for on the left side, it will be I to K minus 1, and on the right side we have tree with numbers k plus 1 to j. Okay, k is the number given to the root node. Okay, k is the number given to the root node, and this is the tree from ai to ak minus 1, number given from I to k minus 1, and on the right side ak plus 1 to aj. Okay, kth value is here, I to k minus 1, then k, then k plus 1 to j. Okay, this is the optimal binary search tree. So if we use a dynamic programming method, then we can create only one binary search tree. We need not to create all the possible binary search trees. Okay, recurrence relation for constructing optimal binary search tree. C of ij is equal to minimum of C of I comma k minus 1 plus C of k plus 1 comma j. This value of k will be greater than or equal to I and less than or equal to j. Among this, we have to select the one with the minimum value. Okay, we have to select the one with the minimum value plus summation s is equal to I to j, add all the probability, that is ps. Okay, pi to pj. Okay, add all the probability and add that value to the minimum value which you have got. Okay, that will give you the value of C of ij. We know that for the dynamic programming, we have to create a table. We have to create a table for storing the intermediate values. So here also we are going to create a table for storing the intermediate values. To store ith row and jth column value, this is the formula, where I and j are greater than or equal to 1 and less than or equal to m. Okay. So this is the table for dynamic programming algorithm for constructing the optimal binary search tree. Okay, so here you can notice that below the diagonal elements we don't have any values. You need not to find the values below the diagonal elements. Okay, we have to find the elements above the diagonal element. Okay, upper diagonal values whatever we have, so those values we have to find out. Okay, those values we have to find out. Here we need not to find out the remaining values, that is the values below the diagonal element. These are the diagonal elements. Okay, these are the diagonal elements. For the diagonal elements below that, you need not to find any elements here. Okay, and then while writing 1 comma 1 is equal to probability of first value, 2 comma 2 is probability of second value, 3 comma 3 is probability of third value, 4 comma 4 is probability of fourth value. Okay, then here for probability of n it will be n. Okay, C of n will be probability of n. If we have 4 values, then this will be P4. Okay, I hope you're getting. And we have to find out the values like this. Get the values here, then here, then here we have to construct the values like this. Okay, then like this. Okay, we have to find out the values like this. I hope you're getting. Okay, well, we'll discuss with an example, you'll come to know. Let us consider the same example which we have considered just now for the explanation. So key values we have A, B, C, D and probability is given for A is 0.1, B is 0.2, C is 0.4 and D is 0.3. The initial table looks like this. That is whatever we have just discussed. According to that, diagonal elements are zeros. Okay, diagonal elements are zeros. That is 1 0 2 0 1 0 2 1 3 2 4 3 and 5 4. These values are zeros, and then 1 1 is 0.1, 2 2 is 0.2, 3 3 is 0.4 and 4 4 is 0.3. Okay, you can notice that. And for this we need two tables. One is main table, another one is root table. Root table, it will give you the information about which one is the parent node and which one is the root node. Okay, which one is the root node, that will be given by this root table. Okay, so your answer will be in this place. Okay, 1 and 4. Okay, you get the answer at this place. Okay, the final average number of comparisons you'll get here. That smallest value you'll get here. Okay, and in this place only 1, 4. In this place only we'll get root of the tree. Okay. Let us compute C of 1, 2. I told you we have to compute like this. Okay. So they have given the arrows, right? They have given the arrows. So first compute this. Like this we have to compute. Okay. We have to compute like this. So here first we'll compute 1, 2. Okay. We'll compute 1, 2. We'll compute 1, 2. So this is the formula, right? C of ij is equal to minimum of C of I comma k minus 1 plus C of k plus 1 comma j, where k is greater than or equal to I and less than or equal to j. Then add all the probabilities from I to j. Right? So C of 1, 2. So consider the k value. K value varies from I to j. So k value will be equal to 1 and k value will be equal to 2. First we'll write for k is equal to 1 when k is equal to 1. So apply the value here. C of 1, 0. Okay. C of 1, 0 plus C of 2, 2. Okay. I value is 1. K value is 1. We have considered 1 minus 1 is 0. Okay. Again, k plus 1. K plus 1 is 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. Okay. Comma j value is 2. Okay, j value is 2. This 1, 2. C of 1, 2. 1 is I and j 2 is j. Okay, then I to j you add all the probability when s is equal to 1 to 2. S is equal to 1 to 2. It's equal to. So here the value you can notice here C of 1, 0. What is 1, 0? 1, 0 is 0. Okay, what is 2, 2? 2, 2 is 0.2. Okay, 2, 2 is 0.2. And here we need to add the probability, right? We need to add the probability. I is equal to, I value is 1, j value is 2. 1 to 2 we have to add the probability. This is first one. 0.1 is first one and 0.2 is second one. Add these two. So we will get 0.3. So 0.3 is the value for this. Okay, 0.3 is the value for this. So 0 plus 0.2. What is this 0.2? 2, 2. 2, 2 is 0.2. Okay, 2, 2 is 0.2 plus this 0.3 is add the probability, this summation. The summation I is equal to 1 to j. What is the value of I? It is equal to 1. Value of j is equal to 2. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. So 0.1 plus 0.2 which is equal to 0.3. That is this value. Okay, so this value is 0.5. Then apply for k is equal to 2. K value will vary from I to j. Okay, I to j. Here we have only two values, 1 and 2. Okay, k is equal to 2. Apply the value again. C of 1, 1. Okay, k value is changing here. K minus 1 becomes 1 now. 2 minus 1. Okay, plus C of k plus 1. K plus 1 is 2 plus 1, 3. C of 3, value of j is 2. 3, 2. Plus s value vary from 1 to 2. Again, this PS value, that is this summation value is 0.3 again. So 1, 1. What is 1, 1? Check in the main table. 1, 1 is 0.1. Okay, 1, 1 is 0.1 plus 3, 2. What is 3, 2? It is 0. 3, 2 is 0 plus 0.3 is the summation value, that is 0.1 plus 0.3 which is equal to 0.4. Among these two you have to select the one which is minimum. So that minimum value is 0.4. 0.5 and 0.4 we are getting 0.4 as the minimum, right? For 0.4 we have got for k is equal to 2, right? K is equal to 2. So 1, 2 in the root table is equal to 2. Okay, and 1, 2 in the main table it is equal to 0.4. Okay, but you can notice here I have changed the value. 1, 2 is 0.4. We have got 0.4, right? So 1, 4 is 1, 2 is 0.4, and for k is equal to 2 we are getting the minimum value. So update in the root table 1, 2 is equal to 2. From which you are getting the minimum value, you have to place that here. Okay, then let us consider C of 2, 3. For 2, 3, k value vary from 2 to 3. K is equal to 2, K is equal to 3. For K is equal to 2, you apply the formula again. You will get the value 0 plus 0.4 plus 0.2 plus 0.4. Okay, that is second one and the third one. Okay, second one and the third one. K value is 2, 3, right? I is equal to 2 and J is equal to 3. So 0.2 plus 0.4. 0.2 plus 0.4 is 0.6. Okay, 0.2 plus 0.4 is 0.6. And from the main table, you consider this. 2, 1 is 0 plus 3, 3 is 0.4. 0 plus 0.4 plus 0.6, which is equal to 1. When K is equal to 3, we are getting the value 0.8. Okay, among these two, we are getting the minimum value using minimum value which is equal to 0.8, and for K is equal to 3, we have got the minimum value. So update the table. So 2, 3 is equal to 0.8 and 2, 3 is equal to 3 in the root table. Why this is 3? Because when K is equal to 3, we are getting the minimum value. Now let us consider the next value. How to consider the next value? We have to calculate 1, 3. Okay, we have to calculate 1, 3. So when we calculate 1, 3, now K value vary from 1 to 3. So K is equal to 1, K is equal to 2, K is equal to 3. Okay, I hope you are getting. K value vary from 1 to 3 now. So K is equal to 1, K is equal to 2 and K is equal to 3. When K is equal to 1, C of 1, 0 plus C of 2, 3 plus summation S is equal to 1, 2, 3 PS. So add the first three values 0.1, 0.2 and 0.4. Okay, so which is equal to 0.9, which is equal to 0.9. Add this with 0.8. Sorry, 0.7. Okay, 0.7. 0.1 plus 0.2 plus 0.4, which is equal to 0.7. 0.8 plus 0.7, which is equal to 1.5. This is when K is equal to 1. When K is equal to 2, we are getting 1.2. When K is equal to 3, we are getting 1.1. Among these three, you have to select the one which is having minimum value, which is equal to 1.1. Okay, that will be updated in the main table 1.1, and for K is equal to 3, we are getting the minimum value. So here the value 13 is equal to 3. Okay, then C of 3, 4 is equal to 1.0 when K is equal to 3 and 1.1 when K is equal to 4. So 1.1, 1.0 is the minimum, so update that. So for 3, 4 is equal to 1.0 and for K is equal to 3, we are getting the minimum value, so it is equal to 3. Okay. Similarly, calculate for C of 2, 4. For C of 2, 4, when K is equal to 2, we are getting 1.9. For K is equal to 3, we are getting 1.4. And when K is equal to 4, we are getting 1.7. You have to notice the value of I and J. K value will vary from I to J. So K is equal to 2, K is equal to 3 and K is equal to 4. For these three, we have to calculate. Among these three, we are getting 1.4 as the minimum when K is equal to 3. So update the table. So 2, 4 is equal to 1.4 and in root table 2, 4 is equal to 3. Similarly, calculate the final value. For final value, you can notice I value is 1 and J value is 4. For all the value of K, you have to find out. K is equal to 1, K is equal to 2, K is equal to 3 and K is equal to 4. Apply the formula. You will get 2.4, 2.1, 1.7 and 2.1 respectively. Among these four, minimum value is 1.7. So update the table. So which is equal to 1.1, 4 is equal to 1.7 and 1, 4 in the root table, it is equal to 3. So root of the tree is 3. Okay. So this is the main table that we have got and this is the root table. Second one is the root table. So here average number of key comparison, it is equal to 1.7. Okay. And in the root table, we have 1, 4 is equal to 3. So that will be the root of the tree. Okay, that will be the root of the tree. Since it is a binary search tree, so A and B will come on the left of C and D will come on the right of D. Here, the reason is again we have to check with the root. Okay, again we have to check with the root. So if I consider A and B, if I consider A and B, I need to check which one is the root, whether A is the root for the left subtree or B is the root for left subtree. So here you check with the root table. So you check for 1 and 2. Okay, you check for 1 and 2. 1 means A, 2 means B. Okay, 1 and 2, here value is 2, right? 1, 2 is value is 2, so 2 is the root. 2 is the root and A will come on the left side of B. I hope you are getting. A will come on the left side of B. Similarly, for D, we have to check whether which one is the root. So 4 comma 4, it is equal to 4. So that itself is the root on the right subtree. And for A, 1 comma 1 is 1. 1 comma 1 is 1, right? So 1 is the root of the left subtree of B. Okay, that is how we can check which is the root of subtree or the main tree. Okay, so this is the optimal binary search tree algorithm. So here it will find the optimal binary search tree by dynamic programming, and for this we are passing the probability of the numbers given. Okay, output is the average number of comparison in successful search in the optimal binary search tree, and table R which gives the subtree's root in the optimal binary search tree. Okay, so here initial value of C of I comma I minus 1, that is for the diagonal elements, it will be equal to 0, and C of I 1 1 2 2 3 3 4 4, it will be equal to probability of that particular number. P of I, C of I is equal to probability of I, and R of I is equal to I. Okay, R of I is equal to I, that is 1 1 1 2 2 2 3 3, it is 3 4 4, it is 4. Okay, then D is equal to, and C of n plus 1 comma n is equal to 0. This last value, it is 0, n plus 1 comma n. Okay, this last value, last row and last value, it is equal to 0. For D is equal to 1 to n minus 1 do, that is we have to get the diagonal count and upper elements of diagonal element. Upper triangular elements in the table we have to find out. So we need D is equal to 1 to n minus 1, I is equal to 1 to n minus D. N minus D because we are not calculating all the values in the table. Lower triangular elements for the diagonal we are not calculating. So only upper triangular element we are going to calculate. So I will vary from 1 to n minus D, and J is equal to I plus D. I plus D because we need only upper diagonal element. To get that value, it will be equal to D. Okay, that will be J is equal to I plus D, and minimum value we are going to consider it is equal to infinity initially. Then for K is equal to I to J. I told you K value will vary from I to J, whatever we have done just now with the formula, the same thing we are doing in the algorithm also. That is, if C of I comma K minus 1 plus C of K plus 1 comma J, if it is less than the minimum value, calculate all the value and compare it with the minimum value. Minimum value is initially we have considered it as infinity. Whichever is the minimum value, that will be stored in minimum value. Okay, if it is minimum value will be updated. C of I comma K minus 1 plus C of K plus 1 comma J. Then we are noting down from which value we have got the minimum value. So that will give you the value from the K, right? So K minimum is equal to K. Then update the value in the root table. R of Ij is equal to K minimum. From which value you have got the minimum value, that K value will be stored in root table, right? So R of Ij is equal to K minimum. Then get the summation value also. We have to add the probabilities, right? We have to add the probabilities I to J, summation I to J, PS. We have to add that value. S is equal to I to J, right? So sum is equal to P of I. Then for S is equal to I plus 1 to J, do sum is equal to sum plus P of S. Get the total summation for the probabilities from I to J. Okay, then C of Ij is equal to minimum value plus sum. Update the main table. Update the main table by adding the summation of the probability plus the minimum value you have got. So that will be C of Ij. then return the goal, that is minimum number of comparison, average number of comparison, C of 1 comma n, and then return the root table. Okay, this is the optimal binary search tree algorithm. If you have any doubts, you can ask me.